KXAS-TV, Channel 5.
News at 6 with Russ Bloxham, Harold Taft, and Jerry Desmond. Now the news brought to you in color by your local Coca-Cola bottler. News at 6 with Russ Bloxham, Harold Taft, and Jerry Desmond. Brought to you in color by your local Coca-Cola bottler, the Lone Star Gas Company, and University Volkswagen. Now here's Russ Bloxham.
From KXAS-TV, this is Channel 5 Action News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. The fuse continues to burn in the Middle East, and the fuse is getting short.
Channel 5, KXAS-TV. This is Channel 5 News at 10. The most complete look at the news tonight with the team to watch for news. Brad Wright, Alice Carone, Scott Murray with tonight's sports, and meteorologist Harold Taft with tomorrow's weather forecast. And now, Channel 5 News tonight. Channel 5, KXAS-TV. This is Channel 5 News at 10. The most complete look at the news tonight with the team to watch for news. Pat Warren, Mike Snyder, Alan Mallory with tonight's sports, and meteorologist Scott Chesner with tomorrow's weather forecast. And now, Channel 5 News tonight. Channel 5, KXAS-TV. This is Channel 5 News at noon, the most watched newscast of the hour, with the team to watch for news. Jane McGarry and meteorologist David Binbrock's weather forecast. And now, Channel 5 News at noon. KXAS-TV. This is Channel 5 News at 5, with the team to watch for news. Jane McGarry, Reggie Harris, Scott Murray with sports, and meteorologist Harold Taft with the most accurate weather forecast in North Texas. And now, Channel 5 News at 5. This is Channel 5 News tonight with the team to watch for news. Alice Carone, Brad Wright, Scott Murray sports, and meteorologist Harold Taft with the most accurate weather forecast in North Texas. And now, Channel 5 News tonight. Channel 5 News tonight. This is Channel 5 News at 5 with the team to watch for news. Jane McGarry, Larry Estepa, Scott Murray with sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft with the most accurate weather forecast in North Texas. And now, Channel 5 News at 5. This is Channel 5 News at 6 with the team to watch for news. Brad Wright, Alice Carone, Scott Murray with sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft with the most accurate weather forecast in North Texas. And now, Channel 5 News at 6. This is Channel 5 News tonight with the team to watch for news. Brad Wright, Alice Carone, Scott Murray with sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft with tomorrow's forecast. And now, Channel 5 News tonight. Channel 5, KXAS-TV.
The news continues with the night team. Alice Carone. Brad Wright, Scott Murray, and Harold Taft. And now, Channel 5 News Tonight.
Channel 5, KXAS-TV.
The news continues with the night team. Brad Wright, Alice Carone, Scott Murray, and Harold Taft. And now, Channel 5 News Tonight.
This is Channel 5, KXAS-TV. With the team to watch for news, Mike Snyder, Ramona Logan, Tim Matthews with sports, and meteorologist Scott Chesner. And now, Channel 5 News, the Weekend Report.
Good evening, everyone.
Channel 5, KXAS-TV.
The news continues with the night team. Mike Snyder, Ramona Logan, Tim Matthews, and Scott Chesner. And now, Channel 5 News Tonight. This is Texas News 5 with Randall Carlisle, Jane McGarry, Scott Murray on sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft. And now, Texas News 5, the 10 o'clock report.
This is Texas News 5 with Ramona Logan, Jim Douglas, meteorologist Scott Chesner, and Scott Murray's Sports Extra. And now, Texas News 5, the Weekend Report.
Channel 5, building a better Texas. This is Texas News 5 with Jane McGarry and meteorologist David Finfrock. And now, Texas News 5, the Noon Report.
Building a better Texas. This is Texas News 5 with Brad Wright and meteorologist David Finfrock. And now, Texas News 5, the Noon Report. Channel 5, building a better Texas. This is Texas News 5 with Brad Wright, Cynthia Tinsley, Scott Murray on sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft. And now, Texas News 5, the 5 o'clock report.
Good afternoon.
Building a better Texas. This is Texas News 5 with Alice Carone, Brad Wright, Scott Murray on sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft. And now, Texas News 5, the 6 o'clock report.
Tonight,
This is Texas News 5 with Alice Carone, Brad Wright, Scott Murray on sports, and Chief Meteorologist Harold Taft. And now, Texas News 5, the 10 o'clock report.
You're watching Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Now, Jane McGarry, Mike Snyder, Scott Murray on sports, and meteorologist David Finfrock. Live, this is Texas News 5 at 6. You're watching Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Now, Mike Snyder, Jane McGarry, Scott Murray on sports, and meteorologist David Finfrock. Live, this is Texas News 5 at 10. You're watching Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Now, Jim Douglas, Ramona Logan, Scott Murray with Sports Extra, and meteorologist Scott Chesner. And now, Texas News 5, the Weekend Report.
you want to stick it out.
Live from Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Angela Kane, Mike Snyder, meteorologist Rebecca Miller, and Scott Murray. This is Texas News 5 at 5. Live from Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Jane McGarry, Mike Snyder, meteorologist David Finfrock, and Scott Murray. This is Texas News 5 at 10. Live from Channel 5, the Texas News Channel. Brad Wright, Angela Kane, meteorologist David Finfrock, and Scott Murray. This is Texas News 5 at 5, the Texas News Channel. With Jane McGarry, Mike Snyder, Scott Murray, and David Finfrock. Texas News 5 at 10 continues.
Now, live, this is NBC 5 Weekend Report. Live from NBC 5, the first television station in Texas. Calvin Hughes, Sabrina Smith, meteorologist Scott Chesner, and John Radigan. This is NBC 5 Weekend Report.
You're watching the NBC 5 Midday Report. Live from NBC 5, the Texas News Channel, Brad Wright, Ramona Logan, and meteorologist Rebecca Miller. This is NBC 5. Now live, this is NBC 5, the Texas News Channel.
Good evening, I'm Jane McGarry.
And I'm Mike Snyder.
Live from NBC 5, the Texas News Channel, Jane McGarry, Mike Snyder, Chief Meteorologist David Finfrock, and Sports Director Scott Murray. This is NBC 5. Now, live, this is NBC 5, your source for live, local, late-breaking news.
Good evening, and we begin on this Thanksgiving night with the death of a Texas legend.
This is NBC 5, Dallas-Fort Worth's #1 rated late news. Now, live, this is NBC 5 News.
Live, this is NBC 5, your source for live, local, late-breaking news.
Good morning, it's 4.
Now, live, this is NBC 5 News at 6. Now, live, this is NBC 5, your source for live, local, late-breaking news. You're watching NBC 5 News today.
Welcome.
You're watching NBC 5 News first at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Curtis.
And I'm Meredith Land, in for Christy Nelson.
You're watching NBC 5 News at 6.
He talked about being weak.
You're watching NBC 5 News at 10. You're watching NBC 5 News in high definition. You're watching NBC 5 News in high definition.
Now, live from HD Studio 1, this is NBC 5 News.
Now, live, this is NBC 5 News. Now, live, this is NBC 5 News at 11 a.m.
We are following breaking news in Denton right now. New details are emerging in the investigation of a small plane crash that killed one person. 2 others were on the plane that went down at around 2 o'clock this morning.
Is NBC 5 at 10. Home Alone when... You're watching NBC 5 News first at 4.
We are...
You're watching NBC 5 News at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining.
You're watching NBC 5 News at 10.
Tonight, North Texans brace for a...
You're watching NBC 5 News at 5.
And first tonight, breaking news in Benbrook. Ross...
You're watching NBC 5 News at 6.
We begin tonight with something of an identity crisis in Fort Worth. Should the city side starts right now?
You're watching NBC 5 News at 10.
Channel 5, KXAS-TV.